All right, for more on the UFC, we now welcome back to the show for her second time, MMA analyst, journalist, Phoenix Carnevale. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me back.
We're all excited. Our boys miss you here. Yay! Woo, woo. We get it. Now, first, I want to get your opinion on something. MMA has taken the next step. Fake marriage proposal this weekend. Vincent Henderson, Saturday night
That's not
on
fake. You can't
Fox.
fake that.
No, that wasn't fake.
No? You believe in it?
I totally believe it. At first, like, the girl in me was like, oh, that's so romantic. And then I was like, wait a second. They're in, like, a sweaty, like, dirty, bloody octagon. And then, you know, the crowd was booing because it was a split decision. And I was like, you don't want to start off your marriage with, like, a whole bunch of people booing.
There should be more booing at weddings. I'd have booed at Jessica Alba's wedding, I tell you that right now.
We should be betting, like, how long it's going to last, over, under, how many years?
I've booed at a few of my friends' weddings, for sure.
All right, so this weekend, it's UFC 159, Jones versus Sonnen. Now, John Jones became the first MMA athlete to get his own shoe, signed a deal with Nike. How big is this for the sport of MMA?
I think it's awesome, and I think we're finally getting the recognition that we deserve, just like all the other great athletes that have their own shoes. The only thing is it's a little bit weird since we fight barefoot, so you can't say it's gotta be the shoes, so it's kind of odd.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like 2 corns and a bunion.
Like a Nike Band-Aid with a swoosh on it.
Yep.
Now, the young kids of
All about the
Cleveland
logo.
could afford that. That would be nice. Now, obviously, John Jones, a huge favorite this weekend. His huge weapon is his elbows, killing people with those. What makes those so effective?
Well, first of all, John has an 84-inch reach. I think he has the longest or the second longest reach in the UFC. Struve is probably the only person who matches him. So he knows how to use them to cut that distance. So, like, Rashad sticks his hand out, John goes right over it and times that perfect elbow. He doesn't even have to reach that far forward. Super explosive.
Those are devastating right there.
Absolutely.
No doubt. All right, can you show us some moves on the elbow? You can either choose which dummy you want.
There we go. You can choose A dummy or B dummy.
Well, I'm going to use both of you. Okay.
All right, there we go.
So
She's getting down to business, taking off the shoes.
Yeah, I got to take off the shoes.
You know it's ratchet.
One of the things, like what you just saw with Rashad, was that all John had to do was reach in. Now, I'm 5'1", so I'm probably not the best to show you this, but all he does is step and reach in. Now, when you throw an elbow, you don't want to necessarily slam with your forearm. The cutting mechanism always comes from that part of the bone, so it slices across. But he also is super explosive and creative, like I was saying before, so he'll do things that, like, catch you completely off guard. So, like, let's say you threw a kick, right?
Okay.
Like, he did this in one fight where he caught the kick and then did a spinning elbow.
Watch
So
out
he's known
now.
for a spinning elbow. Now, again, because I'm short, that hit him on the chest. But let's say I was your height, you're 6'4", right?
Yeah.
That's exactly how tall John is. That would have went right across the face or to the temple.
Yeah, that would have done some damage.
Too.
It would have.
Because John will spin all the way around.
Not as much damage as that sweater is doing to my retinas.
Enough with the sweater already. All right, these two guys were just coaches on The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
And by the end, it seemed like Jones really started to dislike Chael. Is Chael really, I mean, he's here all day on SportsCenter, acting a fool. Is he crazy, or is he just playing it up?
Have you guys ever seen Enter the Dragon?
Yeah.
All right, well, there's a part in Enter the Dragon where Bruce Lee goes, a good fight is like a small play,
Just like
but
that.
played seriously, right? So it's still a show. It's still lights, it's still camera, it's still actions. It's a show. It's an improv show where improvisation is punching and kicking each other, but somebody's got to play the good guy and somebody's got to play the bad guy. So if you like Chael, you want to see him fight. If you don't like Chael, you want to see him get beat up. So he's a smart guy. He's a sociology major. He's a politician. He wants to win the crowd in either the good way or the bad way.
You keep it real.
He could be our next president? That's what you're saying?
Watch
out.
We've had worse presidents.
Definitely. I like how you didn't even give Bruce Lee good English. That was nicely done.
I love Bruce Lee.
All right, now the next Ultimate Fighter show will be coached by 2 women. Ronda Rousey, yay!
That's
we love
your
Ronda
girl,
Rousey and Kat Sagano. And they'll be both men and women.
Because
I love Ronda. Now, there'll be men and women living in the house together for the Ultimate Fighter. How do you see this working out?
Well, first you need to Google Joe Rogan's facial expression when Dana White made the announcement, because it's hilarious.
Okay.
And the second thing I have to say is that martial arts is about restraint, so maybe they'll have to practice a lot of restraint in the house together. I don't know.
Watch out.
Restraint and release. That's how that works.
That's what they do.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having
you
me,
are
guys.
a friend of the show. You are a girl, MMA analyst and fighter. Phoenix Carnevale, thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for having me, and enjoy the fights this weekend.
As a parting gift, take that sweater, will you?
Stop it.